versus what I used to do, which was more conversational. I'm starting to address you guys more directly. I want to be able to cover what it is I do in the studio and what it is that inspires me to create art. And today I want to talk about the art of forgiveness, because it's a really difficult one. But forgiveness is the first step to enlightenment. And the majority of my art, really every single art piece I've ever created, is very much rooted in the journey of enlightenment. And in order to discuss this, I want to share a piece that my friend, her name is Shayun, she wrote and she shared today. I've heard her talk on this a lot. She's a professional healer and a light worker. And what she does is she helps guide people to heal within the body, to heal the soul, through a lot of spiritual practices, through very esoteric and ancient practices, and bringing them to the new earth. And I have healed with her myself. I can give a beautiful testimonial of the growth of that. And she's a beautiful soul. So I want to read her words aloud. Please know that these are her words, but they're universal. And here goes. Forgiveness is the first step to enlightenment. In order to move toward freedom of spirit and freedom of soul, in order to detach from pain and suffering, we have to let go. We have to let go and forgive. We have to forgive ourselves. And we have to forgive those who have, or who we feel have hurt us, and those who actually have hurt us. There's a difference between the two. There are people who actually do physically and emotionally harm us, and there are people who we place our blame on. And we blame them for hurting us. When we do this, we give our power away to them. That is something that can create a negative attachment within your body. Being able to forgive yourself for any of the shortcomings in your life, and being able to forgive yourself for doing, acting, and being a certain way, is the most important and most powerful thing that you can do. This will not only help you heal, but will detach your pain body from suffering. This blessing's focus is to forgive others and yourself. Again, you have two types. Firstly, a righteous suffering, because you may have experienced physical, sexual, and emotional abuse as a child or at some point in your life. You may have been hurt by someone else or traumatized from certain events. However, you have to actually forgive that individual and those instances to properly heal. Most cancers, most disease, most suppressed emotions normally manifest from individuals holding on to pain and suffering from those who have afflicted that upon them. We must release and cleanse those instances and negative emotional traumas by moving that pain out of the body. It's important to understand that forgiveness is not about pretending instances did not happen. It's not about pretending that you didn't have a right to be angry. Forgiveness towards those who have harmed you is actually self-loving. It's not for them. It's not so they can feel better about themselves or what they've done. It's about you. So you can feel better about yourself and move on. You're living in the past, not in the present, whenever we hold on to pain. Because when we hold on to pain, we live in the past and not the present. Therefore, in order for you to move forward, you have to break the chains that attach you to your pain. Forgiveness equals freedom. Again, that was Shayun Mendelik. And that's my friend who is a healer, and she is remarkable. And I think this is a really important thing to talk about. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it. A lot of people are afraid to forgive. And I understand, because at one point I was at that part of my journey. And it's all a journey, enlightenment. It takes a lot of dedication and commitment and growth. And for me, art is what propels me in that journey. Art is my channel to be able to heal myself. And I truly believe that when we heal ourselves, we are healing the world. It's going to take literally every single one of us to do that in order to heal the world. And I think it's possible. As grandiose as a statement that is, I really do believe it is possible. I believe in the possibility for us to heal this planet. I believe in the possibility for us to exist in peace. I can imagine a healed earth. I can imagine humanity healed. And if there's anything that art has taught me, it's that if you can envision something, you can create that into reality. I do it every single day. I'm not naive. I'm not tone deaf to understanding the very real pain that people suffer for things completely out of control of a certain individual. And still, there's this ability to have such grace to give ourselves the gift of forgiveness. I have endured pain and suffering beyond the imagination of other humans. I have also experienced tremendous privilege in this life. Just the fact that I'm existing on this platform and talking into a computer, the fact that I have fair complexion, the fact that I am safe in an apartment, that I have a home at all, the fact that I have access to clean and running water, the fact that I have money in my bank account today, and so many other things. I've eaten today, and these are privileges that I recognize, that I'm aware of. I've also endured suffering that has taken me lots of forgiveness to be able to overcome. And I do believe it's an art. I do believe that it's a practice, like art is. And just like any practice, we can get better and better. And so begins this infinite wave of healing, this infinite golden light that we can embrace, that we can embody. And so whenever we experience interaction with other human beings, there's a vibrational frequency in the exchange, no matter whether or not we are healed. Becoming aware of that exchange is something that allows us to step fully into power. Because once we are aware that no matter how we show up in this world, it impacts others, we have choice and we can decide how we want to show up. I know how I want to show up. I want to show up in an enlightened way. I want to be healed. I want to be gracious and grateful. I want to see the world in its abundance. And that requires releasing scarcity mindsets. That requires letting go, like Shayun said. It requires letting go. It makes me think of a conversation I had with someone named Sunshine yesterday. And she's remarkable. She's remarkable. She understands the Mariposa events of the world. She understands butterflies and their transformation. And in our conversation, I was telling her, so many moments I experience in life, and I think to myself, I would watch this movie. Moments unfold, and I encounter God. I encounter the universe, and these ways of being able to see life in the present moment, ultimately, always. and to find gratitude for that present moment ultimately, always. And in that, I said I would watch this movie. And then with that came this realization that if I want to watch this movie, then why would I want to know the ending? Because isn't worrying the need to know how something's going to end? But once it's ended, it's kind of over, isn't it? Once the movie's ended, there's the credits and they roll and it's over. But that's no fun. The fun lies in the mystery. Because once we abandon scarcity, once we let go of scarcity, and once we forgive ourselves for abandoning our truth, for abandoning the beauty of our abundance in reality, in truth, then we're able to realize that the organic code of the universe actually is abundance. The organic code of the universe on a quantum level, it's love. It's love. And when we do that, the needing, the egoic needing and wanting for more, which is directly related to worry, it totally dissipates. Because uncertainty can turn into excitement. Uncertainty can turn into opportunity. And with that, we're able to build. We're able to grow. We're able to align deeper into our life purpose. And this is what they call enlightenment. So what does this have to do with art? Everything. Because to me, my life is art. I would watch this movie, right? And I make it into a movie by documenting it. I spent like a half an hour earlier today looking through all of the press I've ever received, Googling my name so that I can put links together for my new website, so that I can have a press kit that's of my most relevant or most recent works, the things that I've had articles written about, volunteer work, etc. And I'm flipping through the pages, and there's a lot of pages because I've posted a lot of things about my life, and I've just begun. And I look at the evolution of my life so far, and I'm aware that I am uploading my consciousness into the ether, and it's going to exist there. And one day I will die. And there will be this ability to look back on so many moments like this, and I will not have taken them for granted. And that's a beautiful thing. And I only am able to exist in this way because I have forgiven myself. It's something that people don't really like to talk about. But I don't understand why. Because it's a lot more painful to not talk about it. It feels really good to talk about it. It feels really good to forgive. Because forgiveness is a gift we give oneself. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. And with that, there is healing. And with healing, there is infinite possibility. Blessings to you. Thank you for listening. I hope that you're having a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And please make yourself known. I want to share this beautiful life thing with you. I love you so much.